interesting conversation. Then someone
Shouldn't that be all or someone from the Ministry Guarding School after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely impotent, which he is.
letting on about the belly. That's it.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. We will begin this term by Wiggen Weld Potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor...
Gareth Weasley, a bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to...
She's keeps too close an eye on me, but she can't be everywhere. Anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. Working on something spectacular. I'm just any last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect...
I'd need a single Fooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission.
I'm afraid I can't help.
Your potion... Potion should not be that cup. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot have patience and be thorough.
Now we add the Mallow Sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, the cell.
Dragon tongue! What?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll again.
I brewed an Everest potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. Done well today. I was skeptical in the adventure of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredient. Pay particular attention in her. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp learned a lot during his time as Emperor. I wish he talked about it more.
That's an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. Thought for certain you'd have helped.
I'm glad I avoided trouble. Sharp certainly seemed upset with you.
His bark's worse than his bite. I think deep down he respects my artistic spirit. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased being...
You the student who ran all those goblin loyalists off? I can't tell you.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see pieces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions to all of us. That day in Hogsmeade, you displayed such concern was put. Both of you have inspired me to stand of my own.
Stand.
Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch the story home.
Good. Rookwood and Hollow are a dangerous pair.
All the more, rumor has it that Phyllis Harcourt stayed today with its entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I thought we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen and find what Harlow is up to. Reach out when. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I dare you threaten me.
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I have no idea who it is you might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor, don't give a doxy's nip by him. Boy, speak of the devil. Mr. Rook would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her.
Your life ends here.
Incendio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Perhaps some nice flash.
We can hold them off. Expulso.
I'm not going anywhere.
You'll take this student over my dead body.
You can't hold out forever. Is that a...
Just haven't been because it is such a close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent... Care to tell me why Trashwinders were ready to do you? Victor Rook was extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, I've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one interested in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. It's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Redwell, at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. To know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out, but I believe it's unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had tried to test my theory when I was so rude. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what
Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our lithosis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the...
Lovely. Notice the pillars here, a certain swirl. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted
Incendio!
territory. Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require... I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do care I've got what I needed. I shall return to the of my notes and books.
Common room wants to talk. It's Eldritch Digger, the Minister for Magic, I think.
Potato! Stupefy! Yes. 8 legs is simply too Pavelio.
care of everything I had asked?
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. You seem to have the right stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Accio! Expelliarmus!
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Incendio! Incendio! Revelio.
It's you! Thank you again for finding gobstones. I never could have... If only... Get away!
Revelio. Incendio! Wheeling me, Gareth?
I was hoping you might want to redeem yourself for not having brought me that fruit feather and potions. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Wisby-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Wisbies is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Of course. You never know when you might need a quick means of escape from the castle.
Brilliant, thank you. But you should know that it's not exactly quick. It's the secret bit that's helpful. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeydukes is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed, trust me.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get the dried billywig stings for Gareth if he finishes his concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We port here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon, I hope.